Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220, KHTS. Your host, Fred Arnold, on the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. Joined by Andrew Galbraith. Get that right? Pronounce that right? I love it. Great name. And you're with Visual FX Incorporated, but you're also here on behalf of the Valley Industry Association Sales Academy.
I am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So your day job. Tell me about your day job.
Day job. So I'm going to kind of precurse this with a question. When was the last time you received a promotional product?
Probably about a month ago.
Do you remember who gave it to you?
Yes.
Do you remember the company?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to switch the question. Do you remember the last TV commercial you saw?
No.
What about internet ad?
No.
So basic point, that's kind of the national average.
Mm-hmm.
Promotional products have a huge retention rate. People remember them. They remember who they came from. The market isn't as saturated. So kind of what we do is we help people craft really brilliant promotions. Unusual stuff that people remember, they use. And so
Love it.
ultimately.
Yeah, love it. I remember one year I did an avocado peeler, and avocado peeler, and they've been talking about this avocado peeler for the last, because they'd never seen one before.
I've
So
never
yeah,
seen one.
I love it. So, but now your job at noon or later in the day sometimes is to help Valley Industry Association with the Sales Academy. Tell me about the Sales
So
Academy.
they asked me to be the chairman of this committee, and I think it's actually really interesting because our companies, just the way we do business, aligns really well with Sales Academy. So ultimately, Terry Mayfield, who was in here talking about the leadership committee earlier, he is actually the facilitator of the Sales Academy. He's one of the main speakers.
And he's a sales guy himself.
Exactly.
For many years.
He's been in sales for 23 years. He's taught sales for another 12. And then the other 4 speakers, these are all guys that are super active in the community. They've been selling for pretty much their whole life. They're super successful. So these are the guys that we get to learn from. Ultimately, it's a 6-session seminar that we're putting on every Friday. We've had 2 the past consecutive Fridays. And then the next 4 Fridays, we have modules. So
Who can attend?
Anybody that's a VIA member. So we've actually had a small group of people join VIA just to come to the Sales Academy.
Oh, very good. And tell me some of the basic skills that you're going to learn there. What have you picked up on it so far?
So ultimately, I think probably the biggest thing that sets this apart from most sales seminars, you go in and you learn a bunch of tricks and body language and how to, not trick people, but you learn kind of tricks of the trades, little things to do. This is all about changing your perspective of sales. So, typically when people think of sales, they think of, I'm going to go in and I'm going to convince people that they need this product. What this is all about is changing that mindset and saying, I'm going to go in and help somebody. I want to help them.
Somebody asked me one time, a young man asked me one time, how can I make a lot of money? And I told him very, very confidently, go find something you're passionate about, that you like, you enjoy, whatever that is, and go figure out how to serve someone with that. How to serve someone. Not where you're going to make money, but how do you serve someone and just fulfill that? Because it's about serving somebody when it comes to sales. Yeah. It's not about selling them something. It's about serving what their need is. Yeah. So impactful. Let me ask you, you're a young guy in business. What's some of the best advice you've gotten before on sales and or business?
From my dad. He told me when I came into town to, because I'm new to sales. I've been in operations. I was an engineer for 5 years and kind of gravitate towards computer stuff.
Oh, wait a second, Andrew. Being a graphic engineer or engineer and a mechanical engineer and in sales, they just don't add up. That's quite a different dichotomy, right?
It is. I'd say that's probably the least natural move to go from engineering to marketing and sales.
So if you can master it, anybody can, right? Because you're used to thinking of things linearly. But when sales, you really got to think about that personal one-on-one relationship.
Well, if you think about it, engineering is solving problems. So I come at it at that approach. I'm trying to help somebody solve their problems and not just, I don't think of it as selling. I don't think of myself as typical salesman.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. That's great. Those who want to sign up for the Sales Academy, tell them how they can get involved.
they can contact Via. They can contact me directly. I don't know where they would get that contact information from. Probably from.
Yeah, just
from
go to
area.
the Valley Industry Association, Santa Clarita Valley, and you'll
Yeah.
just Google that. But those that want to reach out to you, how can they reach you?
They can call me at 661-208-8347. Email me at andrew@vfxstores.com. Just feel free to contact me. I think it's, extremely successful people have one thing in common. That's that they're open-minded and willing to learn. These are incredible people to learn from.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Galbraith with FX and very involved in the Via Sales Academy. Get that one right? Yeah, Via Sales
Yeah, it's a
Academy.
mouthful.
Exactly. Hope you enjoyed this edition of the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight Show. It's Fred Arnold, and if you want to watch this online, go to hometownstation.com. Until we speak again, make it a great day from AM 1220 KHTS.